What's going on, guys? Klinger here. Today we're going to be talking about barrels. Do they help? What is the best barrel attachment to use? Okay, we're going to be running down through this whole list and we're going to figure out the best one. Okay, so first off, we're going to do the stock. We're just going to use the AKM again. And yeah, we'll see how it performs. Alrighty, stock AKM. We're going to do the ADS recoil and then hipfire recoil. So here we go. Alrighty, ADS recoil, not bad. First shot to second shot is always going to be that jump, but not bad. Alright, hip fire. Hip fire, not terrible, kind of all over the place, but it is hip firing. So not going to be as good as ADSing, but there you go, stock AKM. Alrighty, the first attachment we're going to use is the suppressor. I don't expect this to do anything, but who knows. Alrighty, AKM suppressor, ADS. So yeah, I mean, I guess it has a little bit of a different pattern to it. It shifts horizontally a little bit more than the other one, but not bad. Nothing different. And yeah, for the hipfire spray, it's kind of slanted. As you can see that little slant there. I think it's a little better than the stock AKM. So surprisingly, it does do something. Is it the best one? We don't know. We'll find out. Alrighty, now we're gonna use a PBS1 suppressor. Alrighty, PBS1 suppressor, ADS. Alrighty, that actually has a pretty tight group. That's better than the stock and the regular suppressor. So that's good. The PBS1 is better than the normal suppressor. Now we're gonna do hipfire. And yeah, the hipfire spread, it's a little more compact horizontally. Alrighty guys, we're gonna move on to the PBS4 suppressor. Alrighty, PBS4 suppressor ADS. Not bad, not bad. Nice little brick, not terrible. And the hipfire, about as good as the normal one. Nothing special about the PBS4. Alrighty, we're gonna just continue doing the suppressors, then we'll move to the muzzle brake, flash hiders, all that. Alright, we're gonna do the R2 suppressor next. Alrighty, R2 suppressor, ADS. About average as the other ones. Nothing stands out for the ADS. It's about the same. All the suppressors are kind of the same. There's one that performed pretty good. One of the suppressors, I think the PBS1. But yeah, let's do hipfire next. And yeah, this hipfire is all over the place. No grouping whatsoever. It's kind of all scattered. I would not use R2 if you're trying to hipfire. Alrighty, last of the suppressors, we got the ARS suppressor. This is usually my go-to suppressor just because of the no damage reduction. So we'll see if it performs with our groupings here. Alright, we're gonna do the ADS first. Not super tight. Kinda like stock. It could be better. Put it that way. And now with the hipfire. Okay, the hipfire actually is surprisingly pretty good. It's definitely better than the R2 as we just saw. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'd say that's good. Alrighty, we are going to do the flash hider next. We're not gonna do the muffler and muzzle booster because they're not in the actual game. We're worried about the actual game. So we're gonna do the flash hider. Alrighty, flash hider AKM ADS. Alright, so the interesting about this is there's still horizontal recoil. It's rotating back and forth, but the vertical is actually a lot better than the normal AKM. And let's see about the hipfire. Alrighty, hipfire, not so bueno. It's kind of all over the place. It's like a V. The grouping's not that good. A lot of other attachments are better for the hip fire spray, but ADS spray, it is pretty compact. It's like a little rectangle. Alrighty, next up we're gonna do the Compensator, and I think this one will do better on the horizontal but not the vertical, because I think that's what it's supposed to be. Alrighty, Compensator on the AKM. Let's do the ADS. Okay, yeah, horizontal is a lot better, but you do have that rise. The rise is kind of extreme. We got a couple flyers out there, nothing fancy, but if you have a gun that has bad horizontal recoil, you could throw it on there. It'll help it out. Alrighty, now hip fire. Alrighty, this hip fire grouping at the start, it looked like it was gonna do good, but the vertical recoil isn't great. So I think there's better options if you're trying to look for a hip fire suitable muzzle device. Alrighty, finally we're gonna do the muzzle brake. This is my preferred. We'll see if it lives up to its standard. Yeah, I usually run it, so hopefully it does good and I'm not making the wrong decision. Alrighty, muzzle brake, ADS, recoil. Alrighty, the vertical is better on this one, but you still got that horizontal. This does help the vertical, but not the horizontal, so it proves out to be what it tells you it's supposed to be. So shocker, right? Alrighty, we're gonna do the hip fire next. Alrighty, the hip fire. The first grouping was good. Then the end, you got a couple flyers. That's not bad. Not terrible. Okay. I don't know if the muzzle brake's the best option. I think we're gonna replay the flash hider, and I'll put text on there like flash hider the best out of the whatever, and whatever suppressor is the best out of that group. So yeah, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit. I hope you learned a little bit. Hopefully this can determine your setups, what you want to run. Everything's different on circumstance, so the player ultimately can decide what's the best for them. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We stream 7 days a week. The link for all of that will be in the description. Come check us out. But have a great day, guys. All right, peace.